Oh, hello!
Oh, I know it's naive, but tonight I believe.
Alright, ignore me. I lost my keys, so I'm just gonna be looking for them while we chat. My nephew made me that toilet paper roll. I wanted to talk about one of my favorite movies, Snow White, the live-action remake. You say, I hated that movie. All right, Scram, you probably don't want to be here, but if you didn't like it and you're a reasonable, not disgusting human being and you want to hear what I have to say or my opinions, if you didn't like it and you don't really care what I have to say about it, that's fine. But if you are a Rachel Zegler obsessed hater, then you can fuck right off. She's incredible, absolutely insanely talented singer, wonderful actress, just stunning, gorgeous human being inside and out, and the most lovely Snow White I could ever imagine. So the flocking of the incels who hate on her on the internet is actually crazy to witness. Like, you open any post comment section related to her in any way, and these incels have gathered and they just comment about how much they don't like her. Like, you're obsessed. Where are my keys? They're not in here. They're not in here. Look what my best friend made me. It's actually my favorite thing in the whole world. It's a Trafalgar Law bucket hat. I love it. It's my favorite thing ever. Also, Fearless Fear? What? Fearless, Fair, Brave, and True. I've had a long day. I tried to film this outside for vibes.
No, come back. Jack, come back. From 1937, I believe it is. Oh! Stop. Autumn, stay. I'm here to talk about the movie Snow White. I don't know that I would have chosen the specific color. I don't know that I would have chosen the specific colors that were chosen.
I wanted to talk about, like, all the things that made me love the movie. So a few things off the bat, though, that I didn't like. Gal Gadot is just such a perfect evil queen, because in real life she is not a good person. Her acting I didn't enjoy a whole lot. There was actually one part that made me laugh. When I first watched it, I started giggling because she goes, "Are you?" And I giggled. I giggled out loud. But otherwise, her acting didn't take me out of the movie too much because, you know, there was Rachel Zegler there and I really liked it. I believe the Jonathan's actor's name is Andrew Burnap. If I'm wrong, I will put it on the screen. But oh, he is lovely. He was lovely. I loved his character. I've never cared for the prince, whatever, in the original because there's no romance. I should probably take this off. I'm making a Snow White video. There's nothing there. This strange man just kisses a corpse. And I enjoyed that there was like some romance leading up to him waking her from the sleep. I still think it's weird to kiss an unconscious person. I think that's odd, but I don't blame the writers or whoever was behind this because they were working with the source material and people were so fed up already for Rachel Zegler saying that they should give the female lead like motivation. I don't know, they gave her like, albeit pretty like two-dimensional hopes and dreams, but it's a children's movie and I really don't know that they needed to do too much more. Like, I enjoyed her just being like, I want to be a kind human being. I think it's an admirable quality to give a Disney princess. Well, not give. She obviously had that. I enjoy the things they added. I enjoy the Snow White Returns song. I've been listening to the soundtrack a lot, except for I can't really listen to the Gal Gadot songs. I actually enjoy the lyrics and like I think that All Is Fair is a fun song. I just don't love Gal Gadot, but I think that, like, if they put some, like, talent, I don't want to say talented human being, if honestly anybody else sang it, I would have liked to see what they could have done with that, because it is a fun song. Like, they made a song for the evil queen who's basically just like, I want to be the fairest of them all. My personal opinion, the original Snow White story, I love it, but there isn't all that much to work with, so I think that they were trying to add details where they could, and I don't know that there's anything wrong with that. If you don't want that and you like the original, I have such a good recommendation for you. You should watch this movie right here. I think you'll really like it. Nobody's forcing you to watch this live action remake. I know a lot of people don't like that they keep remaking things for live action. I think that they should stop making sequels and everything and start moving on and making new things. But I do enjoy when they take an animated movie that I grew up with and make it live action, because I think live actions are so fun. And like this movie, we got to see Rachel Zegler be Snow White, which, I don't know. She's one of my favorite actresses. I think, like, that's so fun. You get to see someone sort of take on this animated role model that you grew up with. I, like, loved the costumes. The Evil Queen's costumes were well done. They very much suited her. The nails were very fun. Her, like, nails, the way that they were textured, I enjoyed. And I don't know, like, it stayed true to the Evil Queen's source material costumes, outfits. Snow White, I loved her dress. I do wish they had done the rag dress as well. I really like that outfit. I would have liked to have seen that. And maybe a little more variety, because they really only give her 2 looks, I think. Oh no, the white one, the white dress at the end I like. I loved her dress. Everyone was like, ew, the colors, ew, the colors. They didn't like the shade of yellow, the shade of blue. I enjoyed the long sleeve. I love, obviously, the short sleeve, but the long sleeve was fun. I like what they did with her collar. I know it wasn't as deep of a blue as the 1937 film, but I mean, it was fun. There's been so many variations of it with, like, other things since then. Like, I don't know. Like, all the coloring books I had growing up showed, like, a vibrant blue and, like, a bright yellow. So, and all the, like, toys and merchandising that they did. I feel like there's so much variety. I don't know that we need to be so, like, oh, about the color change. I think it's fun. Like, at first I was like, I get it, actually. I have very strong opinions on certain shades of things and colors, but I think that the vibrancy that they gave her look was fun and refreshing, and, like, the colors in the whole movie kind of, like, pop so much. I think it is so, it, like, gives it some whimsy and, like, makes it feel fun and as whimsical as it can in a live action. Like, it kind of carries that over, that magic that you lose a little bit from the animated, you know? I don't know if that makes sense, but that's my opinion. Oh yeah, Andrew Burnap, I loved his character. The romance is so fun. One thing about me, I love love. I loved the love story. Like, it made me, like, so excited for what was gonna come next, because it wasn't some random man that she didn't know. They kind of built it up, and their dialogue was really fun. I loved the line, it was so silly. I really love the line where he's like, the name's Jonathan, princess, and then he's like, well, not Jonathan, princess, it's Jonathan, princess. He had very good, I liked the cadence of the things that he said, his mannerisms, he was lovely. His outfit was a little, I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it. I actually didn't care that much. I didn't really think anything of it, because the whole time I was like, oh my god, Rachel Zegler looks so pretty, she's the prettiest princess. But yeah, he was lovely. His songs, the song Princess Problems, Some of the things they added like were so magical and fun. I literally was like giddy when the song Princess Problems started. I love the way that the music starts playing in the background as they're talking, and then he kind of steps down and like jumps into the song, and it just kind of flows. Like, it doesn't feel like one of the songs is kind of like a pause to sing a song, but it really like goes with the story and doesn't take you out of it. Like, it was such a silly song. Like, this feels like something that I would have like written growing up. I like loved writing. I feel like this is like a story that I would have written with like the like sunshine and cynical dynamic. I don't know. She's a princess. He's a captain of whatever, the bandits. I love it. I love it. It's silly. It doesn't need to be that deep. I think it did a great job. I loved, like, that whole sequence in the woods there was just perfect. Like, no notes. It was so silly. I loved it. I loved all their dialogue. I loved the birds being in the dress to help her. Like, I loved the working with the animals. It's so Snow White. It was so silly. I just loved it so much. I loved it so much. It's like one of my favorite things right now. I'm really like obsessed with it. I think it was just so lovely. I love princesses. I love magic. I love all the silly things. I love cleaning. I'm like really into cleaning. It brings me a lot of joy, more than it should. So Whistle While You Work, everything they did with Whistle While You Work was so fun and magical. I love the choreography with the like cleaning the floor. Oh my god, genius. I want to learn it. It's so fun. I've said that so much, but it's so fun. I love a cleaning song. I also love an I Want song. I love a good I Want song. Waiting on a Wish is such a fun song. I love it. Rachel Zegler's voice in it is so beautiful. I'm glad they gave her an I Want song, and I like that it was tied to like the wishing well and like going along with the source material, kind of feeling like she's waiting, like not wanting to be stuck and just waiting for like things to happen to her, sort of like happens in the original, you know, like kind of taking a stand and not just being moved around for the plot. Oh, a lot of people were saying she had a fuck-ass bob. As a fuck-ass bob enjoyer, I loved her hair. I enjoyed how they styled it. They gave her kind of like a fun, I don't know if it's like 20s. It seemed sophisticated. I liked what they did with it. Like, genuinely, the first time I watched it, I liked it so much. I was on spring break and I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna go cut my hair off. So I did. I wanted a little shorter like hers, but other than Gal Gadot, a couple things I didn't like, which are things that like I don't think really weigh on my opinion that much, because like, yeah, I think they're silly, but it's also a children's movie. I'm aware of that, and I think maybe like as a child I would have been like, oh, I thought it was so silly. The flower crown, I feel like they could have done something else to show her like kindness, or no, maybe that was fine, like her giving the flower crown to this other village girl, very sweet. But the fact that when Snow White returns and that Snow White Returns song plays, the village girl just happens to be like, I have the flower crown right here. Years and years and years and years later, I saved a flower from my grandma's funeral for over a year, and it became so decrepit, and like, I know that flower crown would not have made it that long. There's no way. But the fact that she also had it on hand was so goofy. But silly, whatever. I mean, the climax of the movie also isn't like that crazy. I love the singing. The Snow White Returns song is really beautiful. I really enjoyed the actress that plays the good queen is Lilith from Warrior Nun, which I don't like that character in Warrior Nun, but I love the actress. I'm like, oh, I love that show. So that was cool to see her in it. The music was just phenomenal. Whistle While You Work, the part where Rachel just kind of sings, I don't even know. That is so beautiful to me. I could listen to it over and over and over again. I don't know, it's a simple story, but it has a lot of my favorite things, like pretty dresses, strong women, a fun romance, a simple plot. I don't know, it was fun. I loved it, and I'm probably gonna see it so many more times. I like the nature, I like the cleaning, I like the music, I like the dresses and the costumes, and I liked the extravagance of it all. I don't know, I thought it was really fun, and it made me feel like a kid again, and you should go watch it if you haven't. Let me know what you think. If you don't like it, let me know your thoughts. But anyways, spread joy. Be kind. There's a lot of hate right now on the internet. Be kind. Have a lovely day, and I'm gonna see you again soon so I can yap to you about something else. I love you so much. Bye.